Hey guys, Khadroth again. I hope your Gillfest and Scatfest went really well for those of you guys on JP. Hope you guys are getting all those boxes opened and getting the chance to relax here on NA, especially with the current easy event that we have. But there's a couple PSAs I want to talk to you guys about today, so we'll have two upcoming here. Make sure you pay attention. I'll see y'all on the other side. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is a common gripe that I see a lot of people echoing. Right now on both NA and JP, there's a lot of people out there that are not splitting their supports. So what does that mean and what can you do about it? So splitting your supports is super important because what this allows you to do is have a different lineup for both normal quests as well as event quests. What that means is as people are doing an event, they will see your event lineup. But for maybe the people that are either already done with the event or who are new to the game and perhaps can't meet the qualifications to do the event yet, they'll still see your normal support. That's really going to help people out. Like I said, if they're already done, they're going to be able to farm more. If they're too low of a level to do the event, they're going to still be able to do story with your lineup. So that's one of the reasons that this is a very important and hot button issue for a lot of people out there. So in the interest of helping you not be one of those people getting yelled at for not splitting your supports, we're going to go ahead and show you how to do that right now on both servers. So I already have it set up here and you guys can see this is what it should look like between these two. It'll say normal and event up here in the top right corner for each thing that you have set up. Blue is the normal setup for story quests and other things. Red is the event setup for event nodes. And another shout out here that right now what's going on JP is the hunting quests, and those are actually considered an event. So I see a lot of people on JP not changing their supports up and still have their lotto supports up, so it's getting kind of annoying. But that aside, let's go ahead and show you. So for starters, if I wanted to set this up, I would tick both of these off and you can see right kind of what happens as I do each one. So you can select the set. It will default back to both of these displaying. This is how it should look for most of you guys for no matter what you can do. Oh, look at all my saber faces. But for getting this set up, once you have it set up properly, it'll only show the one up in the top right corner. So again, this is my event loadout. So for this, I would want to tick on the red button on the right. That means that that has been selected. You can see it got locked in. It got a nice border around it. To do the normal one, I would come over here. This is my quote unquote Ember Gathering layout, but it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. You can name it whatever you want, but this is what's going to show up for normal quests. So to do this one, I would lock this in. And now as you guys can see, each one has had a set selected for it and we're good. The reason it is showing set 1 and set 3 is because if you look up here at the top, the Ember Gathering is the first one on my list. The Saberface loadout that I like to show off is the second loadout, but not actually being displayed. And the third loadout is my event one. So really just depending on which one you have it locked to is which one will display. So if I were to lock this one to the second set, you can see now it's second set selected instead of set 3 like it's supposed to be. But I can just tap the button again. The reason this gets a little confusing on JP is it's a lot harder to see what's happening unless you can read Japanese. So over on the Japanese side of things, now you guys can see that my event loadout is actually my first set up here at the top, and then my normal layout is my second one. And again, you can see this down here in the buttons at the bottom as you see set 2 is the blue one and set 1 is the event one. So again, now you guys can see this is the same thing on JP. It's set up in the exact same way. Also, don't forget you do have the handy dandy button down here in the bottom left that allows you to flip-flop your CE, so don't forget that is a thing. But again, just to show it to you, if I were to unselect both of these, right, and you can tell that's how it should start out. If I want the event one set right here, I'm going to tap this and lock the border in just like that. I'm going to come over here to the normal one and tap this and lock the border in on that. And again, you can see it only displays the one on the top of each one of these. So remember, blue is normal, red is event. Okay, so that was it on support setups. Now, the one thing I also want to talk about here at the end is, guys, we've got an upcoming event right after this one on NA that requires Lost Belt 2 completion, and that's Oniland. That's our new Halloween event. You really don't want to miss it. It has Shootin' Caster, it has royal icing, which is a very, very good welfare CE for arts looping down the line. So again, I think you guys really want to make sure that you guys can do this the first time around and not wait until a year later to be able to pull it off. And sadly, it doesn't stop there. We're going to get even more events in the future that are going to require Lost Belt completion. I'm pretty sure at this point that New Year's and its event, because this will be the first time ever that we get a New Year's event coming up, that requires Lost Belt 3 completion as well. And that one's a tight one because we only get Lost Belt 3 right here at the beginning of December. So you don't have long to complete Lost Belt 3 to also then turn around, do the Christmas lottos, and then flip around and have a New Year's event on the side as well. So make sure you guys are staying up to date on your story. Don't lag behind. Don't wait for the half cost if you can help it, because it's going to hurt you. You're going to miss these events, and they are very, very nice for each of you. Also, just as an aside, it's worth mentioning that Oniland has a very, very nice raid event in it. The only thing that I can say is it probably won't last very long, so if you guys want the drops out of that, make sure you get on Oniland ASAP. Thanks for watching again today, guys. So I don't know what I'll do for my next video just yet, but again, I'm sure we'll have plenty of content for you. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them below. I am going to be making another set of guides for Christmas. You just got to give us a little bit of time to come up with them. I've had a lot of people ask, so I did want to make sure I addressed that today. And again, if you guys haven't already, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And for those of you guys that want to join our community, the Discord link will be down in the description below. Just make sure you assign a role, otherwise the server will kick you. So until next time, guys, have a good one, and I'll see y'all later.